Sujita Menon, I'm supremely excited to invite you all to this spectacular event. I welcome each and every one of you to the media, from the media who are here with us to celebrate Vikrant Rona, the trailer launch and the press meet, and most importantly, I welcome our superstars who are here with us at this moment. Can we hear it up for the undisputed superstar of the Kannada film industry, the legendary actor, Badshah Kiccha Sudeep. Because he is here with us, right with us, he's going to be watching it for us. So welcome to God's own country, and we are so delighted to have you with us, sir. Thank you so very much. In the Indian cinema, we have all been blessed to have your presence for more than 25 years, and we celebrate the actor that you are. What an honor it is for me to be here right in front of you, and I'm so happy that you're here, but I really wish you were here with us right in the front row. I now welcome the man of the hour, the master director, who has helmed this ambitious project into such a gigantic victory. He is watched by the world as a 3D fantasy adventure film. Vikrant Rona marks its presence in several languages. Welcome, sir, and thank you for being here with us today. What a pleasure it is to be with you. And do you know one thing? Kerala audience is already a part of this beautiful project. And any guesses how? Any guesses? Guesses onnu. Well, 50 to 60% of the movie has been shot in Kerala, and a major portion of it also features our very own Mangalasheri Mana. Etra pere kettattundu? Kettitille? Yes, the very own location that has given us Mangalasheri Neelakandan through our superstar Mohanlal is now to give the world yet another character portrayed by another superstar, Kiccha Sudeep. I think the character portrayed by this superstar deserves a super special mention and a round of applause that shows all our excitement. It took a massive 4 years of hard work and effort for the cast and crew of this movie to make it into a masterpiece that it has turned out to be. It's a culmination of the creative and technical efforts of hundreds of people, and it surely has the perfection that is unmatched and top-notch. And befitting of the movie's stature, we all saw how Vikrant Rona became the world's first movie to reveal the title of Burj Khalifa, Dubai. It is with bated breath that the world witnessed this event, and it was received with heartfelt love and admiration from the audience worldwide. Hats off to such a concept and creativity that the makers are showing at every step of the movie right from the beginning. Sir, I've really been wanting to call you with the biggest and the most of my energy, and I'm so delighted to have you right besides. And yes, in front of everybody, South India, India, across the globe, you've been celebrated as a superstar, and so amazing to have you with us. But we're so happy to have you here, and yes, can we start with you? How is it being, a part of this wonderful project, such a big project?
Namaskarangal. I don't know much of Malayalam, but I can understand. Thank you so much for welcoming us in a very lovely way. I'm really proud to be a part of this team, and all credit firstly goes to my Anna, Kiccha Sudeep. Without him, I think this movie wouldn't have been you can just make out how magnanimous it is. It's only because of him and our director Anup sir, and he's given his heart and soul for our movie. I'm really happy to be here. And of course, my husband Jack Manjunath, he is not able to come here because of his health issues. And once again, I thank you, my entire team, for making it such a big, huge movie. And thank you, everyone, for encouraging us for this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so very much. And sir, how would you like to tell us? What would you like to tell us about this movie? Because Kaine movie ke blockbuster hit, and what is the kind of expectation you have from this movie? We all have a lot of expectations, but your expectation of this movie?
So, hello everybody. Thank you for coming here for this press meet. So I have a long connection with Kerala because my mom was born very close to Kasaragod, and she was brought up there, and she speaks Malayalam. My father too speaks Malayalam. Unfortunately, I was not exposed to that, so I hardly understand a word. Also, my filmmaking career is also related to Kerala because my very first film was shot here, which was a blockbuster hit. It ran for 365 days, Rangitaranga. And now I'm back with Vikrant Rona, and a major portion of Vikrant Rona was shot here in Kerala. Please forgive me if I pronounce the names wrong. I think it was 𝐕𝐢𝐽𝐻 Mana and 𝐿𝑎𝑝𝑎 Mana Mana, and I hope I got it right. So, I really have to thank the government of Kerala and Mr. Dinesh and Mr. Sanak Mohan, because they were responsible for us to have uninterrupted shoot, because we were shooting during peak COVID time, and they made sure that they facilitated everything. They gave us the permission to get the crew here. We followed all the safety measures, of course, but I'd really like to take this opportunity to thank them all. And to answer your question about the expectation that we have from the film, I think more than calling it expectation, it is a reaction that I'm seeing from the people after watching the trailer, which is giving us that motivation, and it is the dream that we had, and what we wanted to show the audience, and the kind of response that we wanted to receive. We are seeing that when they're watching the trailer. So I'm hoping that the same thing continues when they watch the film.
And even yesterday it released in Bombay and then other states. How has it been in Cochin? How different has it been, the response?
I mean, it's been very warm, and I think a lot of the film will be very close to. I can't reveal why, but I think it'll be very close to the people of Kerala. When they eventually watch the film, they'll know why I'm saying this. And I've always had a very, very great experience, because that is why I came back again to shoot my my next film here, because the experience that I had here, the people that I work with. There's one gentleman called 𝐿𝑖𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴. I think he's about 65 years old, who helped us with the shoot and everything. He's such a sweet person. He even acted in the film in a small character. So very, very nice people. And I'm also from the coastal area, so the culture is very similar to what we have here. Like you have your Theyyam, we have our Buthakola. So it's very similar. So I always feel at home when I come to Kerala.
It feels so great to hear that, because we've always been happy and we've always been celebrating the fact that we belong to God's own country. But ipa ella super hit movies ivada thanne undakannu varumbo, it's like a moment to cherish, a moment to celebrate. It's going to release in different multiple languages. So how do you feel at this moment, knowing the fact that you're going to be a superstar in all the languages through this one movie? International languages: Hindi, Malayalam, Telugu, Tamil, Kannada.
A very good day to all the media friends here, first of all. Thanks for coming here, thanks for having us here, and thanks for all the beautiful smiles. It even makes us feel more special for even having traveled, for even having the film releasing here. What makes anything special is the warmth you people have given every time I have come here. Thank you so much for that, first of all. And yes, cinema has gone global. Cinema is way beyond one particular language now. So I guess getting the opportunity to tell a story across many languages, across many states, is just an opportunity we get rarely. Not every story we want to narrate suits everybody. Not every story we want to convey can travel every state, forget other countries. So though we are here for many years, and though we are only used to be making films and telling stories, seldom do we get this opportunity to travel with the film, not by flight. So yes, I guess this is one rare thing, and team has done extremely well, and I'm very happy that this film, it's not about us. This film deserves to be told in every language, and this is the same opinion we have got from beautiful people like them who have handled our film in different states. Whenever they've seen this film, the first thing they called us and they showered their excitement, which gave us even more confidence to travel. Literally somewhere else, and by the time we finished the film, we are all standing in some other age. So if my director had a script which is a little more longer, where we become old also, so I guess another lockdown would have helped there, and would have reached there. So 4 years in the making is not shooting, man. First year, Anup has spent writing, and Next 8 to 9 months, we both spent sitting on it and making it more exciting. What else can we do? What else can we do? Post that is when we started shooting, and we started shooting on his birthday. And then as we were shooting, we celebrated his second birthday. And then as we were completing, we celebrated his third birthday. So I just had a question for him. Why can't we celebrate a birthday with another story? Let's move on. Yeah. So it's been a process, man, and I guess, but nevertheless, I should mention that these 4 years were very beautiful. It was nice to be Vikrant Rona. It was nice to be in the part as Vikrant Rona. It's nice to be in the set of Vikrant Rona because there were very happy people around, very people with like-mindedness, and everybody waking up with the same intention to tell one good story. So that makes us even more happy to walk into the set. Yeah, without any masks and oxygen lit up from behind. I think it was a very scary phase. I would definitely mention this because we were one of the first teams to, in India, everywhere, to hit the floor amidst COVID. When in the lockdown of June 2021, when everybody were at home, we dared to go and we created something called the bubble the first time. There was nothing called a bubble at all. We created 1 month, we did every work, and he also as a director, my friend as a producer, we all have taken the initiative. And trust me, we did work, but we were also scared. You know, somebody had to sneeze at a distance of some 50 meters, and we would see people running away from here. So, you know, it was that scary, but then I don't know what drove us. Probably it was the story, it was my friend Jack, who was having such wonderful intentions to make a big film like this. See, the whole thing is Anup had a vision, and that vision was not small. There were huge sets already put up, and because of the first lockdown, they were all falling apart, and I couldn't see my friend fall apart because of that. So I said, no, let's go. It's okay. You know, let's go. And we went, and everybody's support were there. Like, we had to stay away from each other. So much of protocols. But I guess by the time we wrapped the film, we realized what is it that we did, because by this time we saw so many people dying across the country, staying at home. And we were in between working, between hundreds of people. And that moment, you know, it struck, reality struck us, and what is it that we did? You know, there were kids who were shooting on our spot, like 100 children were there. There were so many people with families. We did, man. And that, I think, was the most beautiful phase for me in this Vikrant Rona, because I guess that made us even more stronger, even more believing that, you know, time supports those who support themselves. And the speed in which you people work. I need that many days to learn the language. So, and as an actor, if I do not have a control over the language, it worries me as to why am I here? Am I to concentrate on the language, or am I to concentrate on the performance, or what the director's requirements are? It little worries me, you know, because the films you people make, it really encourages us to do better. The stories you people speak speaks volumes about your industry and the contents, and that ease with everybody performing. I mean, like, it scares us. So I do not want to come before I'm prepared, and then the director takes the other actors to the corner and talks, you know, I thought this guy was supposed to be a good actor. That's why we called him. What happened here? So I guess, no, I don't want to give that opportunity. Probably the day I'm very comfortable, and pan-India, and Hindi is not a mother tongue, or Hindi is not the national language, had nothing to do with the pan-India stuff. Okay, that came on a different context. Okay. Because I will tell you what exactly it is. See, when we say pan-India, most of the time, even if let's presume we are not dubbing it in Hindi, and let's say we are dubbing it in Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, and Bengali, or Bhojpuri, Punjabi, that is still a pan-India, correct? But that day, when the topic came up, it was more like keeping Hindi as the focal point. They say it's pan-India. So I was trying to explain it is not. It is not like that. It is pan-India is like when languages, other languages, apart from your languages, are trying to collaborate with other languages. So in that case, when Hindi also is doing a South Indian, they should also be called pan-Indian. But because we are all aware of Hindi from a very, very long time, that we are exposed to that film from decades and decades, it is just taken for granted that we know Hindi and that it is not considered as a pan-India if it is dubbed in Malayalam, Telugu, Tamil, etc. So that was the whole context that day. And of course, I would definitely like to say that I know 𝐿·J·देवगन sir. He's a gentleman. Let me tell you that. So that day on the Twitter, I guess something else must have been it is definitely misinterpreted to him, and the whole context has gone wrong. But fair enough, all said and done, I guess we had a little bit of chat on Twitter, and it ended up very sweetly and well. And from then it was very political, where we both didn't belong. Okay, so, and all the politicians also who continued the conversation very nicely left me and 𝐿·J·देवगन sir out. Nobody tagged us. So each one were trying to encash on the beautiful dish that was being cooked. So leaving all that aside, see, I guess friction is not there between industries. Like for example, if you realize twice, in recent times, twice or thrice Mr. Mohanlal sir has launched a poster or a trailer or teaser of mine. And whenever these people have approached us, we have done the same. And now we approached Dulquer, we approached Dhanush, we approached a lot of people. 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐢 sir has been tweeting about us. So we don't have a friction of a sort. We are all welcoming each other because we need to collaborate. We need exchange of actors has been happening for a long time. So I guess just an exchange of scripts, probably hiring the theatres in your state to deliver our films is happening. And we all meet, sir. We all talk very well, and no friction of that sort is there at all. See, there are competitions. Yes, everybody have to be competitive if you have to win in life. But that doesn't mean we are enemies. That doesn't mean we can't coexist. That doesn't mean that, we are fighting with each other or having a cold war at all. We are all okay with each other. And every industry is doing good today because every industry wants to get into another industry with their films, with the language of that particular state. And we are all collaborating, sir, very well.